We all know that football is a ridiculously wealthy sport. Teams earn hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue every year, and games are watched by millions of fans around the world every day. Whilst most players play the sport for fun and for free, those who manage to become the greatest players in the world earn incredible salaries. Today, we're going to give you the lowdown on the biggest earners in the sport and how they spend their money. If you're new to the channel and you want to see the luxurious life that the 1% live in, subscribe and click the bell. That way you never miss a video. Make sure to watch till the end to see the football player who recently signed the most expensive football contract in history. Number 10. Eden Hazard, $26 million. When it comes to the highest paid players in the world, not all of them live up to their high price tag. Eden Hazard had a fantastic 7 seasons at Chelsea Football Club in London, England, making 352 appearances for the club and scoring 110 times. He won the Premier League, England's top tier of football, twice, and won another 4 cup trophies as well as a whole host of personal awards. Since moving to Real Madrid in Spain and becoming the 10th best player in the world, he hasn't been able to achieve the same success, only scoring 6 goals in 66 appearances in the last 3 seasons. The Belgian football player likes to enjoy the finer life with his $100 million net worth. He lives with his wife and 4 children in the La Finca neighborhood of Madrid in a $10 million mansion. This house features 6 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, and is absolutely stunning on the inside. There is a gym, pool, spa, and home cinema, which means family night in must be pretty incredible. Number 9. Gareth Bale, $26 million. When it comes to Real Madrid players that didn't have the career everyone expected them to, Gareth Bale tops the list. He joined the Spanish Giants for a world record fee in 2013 and has since featured for the club 258 times, scoring 106 goals. He has won the Spanish League 3 times and the Champions League 5 times, but has never been loved by fans or featured regularly for the team, despite scoring in 2 Champions League finals. The Welshman is known for his love of golf and his home country Wales. He's out of contract with Real Madrid in the summer of 2022 and no one knows what he'll do next. He will feature in the 2022 World Cup playing for Wales, but after that he could very well retire and enjoy his $145 million net worth. Number 8. Robert Lewandowski, $27 million. Polish international striker Robert Lewandowski is a player that is definitely worth his salary. He's played at Bayern Munich, the dominant force in German football, since 2014, appearing 253 times and scoring 238 times. During that time, he's won every domestic and individual honour you can. Despite his huge salary, Lewandowski is a grounded person who donates lots to charity and has supported Polish children in need when possible. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he donated $1 million to help find a cure. He is a big lover of supercars, and his collection includes a Ferrari F12 Berlinetta, Porsche 911 Speedster, Maserati Gran Turismo Sport, Audi RS6, and 2 Bentley Continentals. Number 7. Paul Pogba, $27 million. If you thought we were done with players that failed to live up to their price tag, then think again. Paul Pogba rejoined Manchester United in 2016 for a then world record fee of $115 million. His time with Manchester United started out promising, and many people thought he would be a superstar for the team, but in the last few seasons he's been a peripheral figure and more of a hindrance than a help to the team. He did win the World Cup in 2018 for France though. He has used his time at the club well, amassing a net worth of $125 million. He has a huge social media reach and is able to leverage his personal image to achieve deals like his one with Adidas worth $31 million over 10 years. He's also having a documentary made about him by Amazon. Number 6. Kevin De Bruyne, $28 million. On to the new top team in Manchester, Manchester City, and their superstar midfielder Kevin De Bruyne. The Belgian midfielder has been a highlight in a team filled with incredible players, and has helped Man City win the Premier League 4 times in his 7 seasons there. While he has been incredibly successful in his career, he hasn't been as successful in selling his image as other players on this list, so his net worth is only $60 million. De Bruyne likes to live his life in private with his wife Michelle Lacroix and son Mason. He's known to love his Mercedes-Benzes though, and is regularly seen turning up to practice in his Mercedes G63 and his Mercedes GLE Coupe. Number 5. Andrés Iniesta, $31 million. Now for a player that you definitely thought had retired. Andrés Iniesta might have stopped playing in the European football leagues, but that doesn't mean he stopped altogether. The Spaniard now plays in J1 League, the top tier of Japanese football, for Vissel Kobe. Before then though, he played for Barcelona for 18 years, appearing 674 times, and was considered one of the best players in the world for much of that time. He also played internationally for Spain 131 times. A lot of people don't think of Japan when you think of big money in football, but when you're as good as Iniesta, clubs will hand you a blank check. His incredible career has helped him amass a net worth of $120 million. In 2005, Iniesta spent $5.65 million on a nice-looking crib in Fuentevilla, Spain. This mansion was located close to where he was born and had his name carved into it in big stone letters. The locals of the city erected a bronze statue of Iniesta winning the World Cup, and he also paid $400,000 for a majority share in the local club Albacete Football Club. Truly a hometown hero. Number 4. Cristiano Ronaldo, $36 million. Now for a player who needs no introduction. Cristiano Ronaldo's $36 million a year salary is only a fraction of his actual income. In 2020, he became the first ever player to earn over $1 billion in career earnings. His current net worth is estimated to be around $500 million. One of Ronaldo's biggest hobbies is cars. He drives a $300,000 Lamborghini Aventador. In 2019, he added a $360,000 Rolls-Royce to his collection, a car that only the world's best and richest players have been able to get their hands on. Of course, his spending doesn't stop there. He has multiple homes, one being a $6.2 million villa in La Finca, the same neighborhood that Eden Hazard lives in. In 2015, he reportedly dropped $18.5 million on an apartment in Manhattan's Trump Tower. He also spent some of his fortune opening a football-themed hotel in his hometown of Madeira, Portugal, and now has his name on 5 different hotels in New York, Lisbon, Madrid, and Marrakesh. Number 3. Neymar Jr., $36.5 million. Now into the top 3, all of which play for Paris Saint-Germain, a Parisian club owned by the Arabian country of Qatar. Neymar joined PSG in 2017 for $235 million, which is still the most ever paid for a football player. Thanks to the enormous amount of money the club can spend, they've won the top tier of French football, Ligue 1, in 4 of the 5 seasons he's been there, losing out to Lille in the 2020-21 season. His net worth of $200 million is less than you might expect for a player as well paid as he is, but unlike Cristiano Ronaldo, he hasn't been able to use his image to earn him big payouts. Neymar is a devout Pentecostal Christian who reportedly tithes 10% of his income to his church. Number 2. Lionel Messi, $41 million. Lionel Messi is another Paris Saint-Germain player and is arguably the best football player in history. The mercurial Argentinian played for Barcelona for 17 years, appearing a club record 778 times, scoring 672 times during that period. He also won the Ballon d'Or 7 times while at the club, meaning he was voted the best player in the world in 7 separate years. He's managed to leverage his success into a net worth of $600 million. Messi is very much a family man. His father has been his agent since he was 14, and his brother manages his publicity. He is also married to his childhood sweetheart, Antonella Rocuzzo, whom he has known since he was 5 years old. While he lives a relatively simple life, at least simple for someone who has $600 million to spend, he does like his cars. The highlight of his collection is a Ferrari 335 S Spider Scaglietti, which is worth $35.5 million. Before we tell you about the highest paid player on the planet, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and click the bell. That way you'll be the first to see our next luxury video. Number 1. Kylian Mbappé, $62 million. Finishing off the trio of Parisian forwards is Kylian Mbappé, who recently signed the most expensive football contract in history. The signing bonus alone is expected to be $100 million. He's also the youngest player on this list, and at 23 years old, he's managed to amass a net worth of $110 million, but expect that number to skyrocket in the coming years. Winning the 2018 World Cup has helped him secure deals with Nike and EA Sports, among others, which earns him another $15 million a year. While he has lots of money to spend, Mbappe prefers to donate it than splash out on fancy cars. When he received an estimated $500,000 for helping France win the coveted World Cup tournament in the summer, rather than pocketing the cash, he donated it all to a charity that offers sporting opportunities to children who are hospitalized or have disabilities. Were you surprised by just how much football players earn? Click the video on the screen to see another luxury video.